morning, everybody. I apologize, we were trying to get the lights to turn down. It's not working, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. For those of you who I have not had a chance to meet, my name is Jenny Hedberg. I'm the principal here at Sullivan. On behalf of myself and my two assistant principals, Ms. Strickers and Mr. Burnham, we would like to welcome you all to our 8th grade recognition ceremony. I appreciate you all showing up. Hopefully you're cool. I know it's very hot outside. We'll keep the ceremony brief and quickly moving so that we can all have some time at the end to take pictures and say goodbye to our 8th grade class. Before we pass it on, I would first like to thank all of our families who are here today. It has been a very, very challenging year, and we couldn't have done it without the support from all of you. So thank you so much. I know that it was a huge adjustment for families when all of the learning went distance and kids had to come home. And I know that put a lot of stress and strain on our families. And so I want to thank you so much for all that you did for our students and our teachers during the entire pandemic. We are hopefully coming out of this now, and we will be back to our usual school selves next year. But I first wanted to thank all of you. So students, can you give your families a round of applause for all their support? I want to thank all of our 8th grade teachers. They have been truly, truly amazing. Just as you all had to struggle figuring out how to live in a pandemic, our teachers not only had to figure that out, but they also had to figure out how to teach in a pandemic. I have never been so impressed with a group of professionals in my life. They were flexible, dynamic, they kept kids engaged, they kept kids online, they called, texted, emailed, they did all that they could to keep our students engaged in school, especially knowing how hard it was for some of our students and families to stay engaged online. So students and families, can you please give our teachers a nice round of applause? And lastly, I would like to acknowledge our amazing group of 8th graders. You guys have persevered through probably one of the most challenging learning experiences that you have ever been a part of. We are so unbelievably proud of you all and all of the work and the dedication that you put into your learning this year. Hopefully you are leaving Sullivan feeling ready and prepared for high school. I know our teachers have done all that they can to get you ready for that. I just want to acknowledge how amazing you all were through this whole thing. And I know not all of us are able to come back to in-person learning, but for those of you who did, it was such a joy to see your faces every day when you showed up for school. So thank you for that. And so all of our teachers and families, if we could give a round of applause for our 8th graders. I hope you are walking out of here today feeling very, very proud of yourselves because you all are such amazing individuals. Our next, and I should apologize, we did do programs today because of COVID with the handling of papers and passing around. So I will let you know what's going to be happening next. And so right now we will have our students come who were selected to give the welcome in their native language. Who you are? It's not up there.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And Sullivan, ask si Dina sa ibang iwala dito.
And Sullivan, Gaga, 21.
نحاول الجميع شكرا لكم على شكركم يعني كل المقالين يعني حرب أهلا كل فيكم تقوم
Bienvenidos familias y amigos a la graduación de la escuela de Sullivan y del grado 8. Muchas gracias por asistir y que disfruten.
Welcome, students. It's a little nerve when you practice, and it's okay, and then we have an audience, and it's a little different. So we now have students who are giving speeches, I believe. She's really excited to make a speech, so.
Hello, Sullivan. This is your fellow student, Hannah, here to deliver the speech. And this is a friendly reminder that we are graduating from this age. Side effects may include high school, being Sullivan for good, new people, and opportunities and purpose. And now moving forward, we have to start taking school more seriously. And gradually certainly can help. From elections to protests to remote learning, we have witnessed history being made this year. Despite our differences, my classmates and I continue to give it our all. I'd like to express my gratitude in this regard and kudos for not continuing to be really and fair. I'm proud of myself as well as everyone else in the team. In this goal, I made a lot of memories and literally grown as a person. My first memory is far back as I can recall. It is of my brother dropping me off at dance class, and it was my first time attending school in Sullivan, and it was strange. Yet here I am today. In elementary school, I had a class called media. Our teacher, Miss Walker, attempted to teach us how to type, but it was didn't really start. And so recently, I had never learned how to type. And because the class was held in the library, we were able to borrow a book from time to time. We had these bookmarks with our small photos on them, which we took in first grade. I have to use that bookmark until they break my photo and say through to the student. But I thought I really didn't use it anymore. Okay, time flies. It's hard to be in 2016 was 5 years ago. Seems like it was only yesterday I was looking for my name on those big post-it notes in the third day of fifth grade. I'm not a fan of those, but I can't say the same about my fifth grade experience. Starting writing my own book, and I still have it. I should have had it drawn by someone else. I used to be and still am an outdoors art. It's something that might never change. In sixth grade, I went to my first university with my average class. Lunch at St. Paul State University was the only portion of the day that was exciting. And that year, I took part in Culture Day, which was the first for me. I used to just sit and stare at the performance in elementary school. And I was in the dance group. And overall, I had a good time. COVID-19. I recall learning about it in my science class before it became a global pandemic. When I originally heard that we would stay home for roughly about 3 weeks, I certainly didn't expect 3 weeks to become 1 year. I had imagined spending the majority of my 8th grade year in distance learning. Advice is a noun that refers to guidance or recommendation offered with regard to future action. First and foremost, I hope that each of us here today makes decisions that will lead to a happy life. to regret or be disappointed by. I hope you are satisfied with whatever you achieve in life. I understand that I may never see some of you life again, and that's fine with me. Things come and go, and you need to understand life goes on. Secondly, make good friends. Whatever it means in your dictionary, whether that's friends who are positive, successful, determined, or good influence. Whatever the case may be, just know that your trusted friends will have an impact on you in some way or form. You might pick up with bad habits, get in trouble because of their choices, or your friends that you can improve yourself and do better as a result. I prefer the latter and hope to make it a reality. These 8 years have been a roller coaster, and if there's one thing about school that I will never forget is be respectful, be responsible, be safe, and always do your best. Have a great 8th grade graduation and a successful high school experience.
Okay, our next speaker is Miss Amy, and I know she likes to speak in front of the students, so I'm going to pass her this mic.
I'm going to take off my mask to speak because I need to speak clearly. I want to welcome all of you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm trying to keep my distance while I speak. Before I get started on my speech, I just have to do something for Sundus. You all know Sundus. Okay. I don't have to say much about this. I'm just going to get something out really quick. You all are going to know. Sundus is the most notorious gum chewer. The girl chews gum all the time. And she doesn't just chew it like you're like, oh, maybe she has some in her mouth. She's like. So I got her enough gum to last her maybe, well, if she starts right now, it's going to be gone by like Sunday, so. And then I think that you all, after this, you should just ask her for a piece, because I think she has enough. All right. This is always, I don't think it was going to get emotional right away. Okay. I'm Amy Sullivan Johnson, by the way. I'm a health and wellness teacher. This year has been incredibly challenging. And I just want you to think about it, right? Okay, so last year, 7th graders, we heard about this thing called coronavirus, right? It was off in the distance. We heard it was making its way through Europe. And then all of a sudden it hit Minnesota, right? And for the safety of everybody, schools and businesses had to shut down. And I want you to know that the teachers and staff here worked really hard to try to keep you connected, keep you engaged with learning. But let's be honest, we had never dealt with anything like this before, so it was really messy, right? We were just trying to figure it out. Just a few months later, George Floyd was killed at the corner of 38th in Chicago. And we witnessed the protests and riots and the civil unrest that followed. We all saw South Minneapolis, our neighborhood, burning to the ground. And there was so much happening, and all of us were affected by these things in some way or another. Some of you may have felt angry. Some of you may have felt confused and or scared. This would have been the perfect time for our Sullivan community to have a safe place to go, to be able to talk about what was bothering us, to be able to share and grieve and rant and cry and organize and support one another. But of course, we had to do this from a distance, and that was really, really hard. Summer came and went, and another school year started, only this time school meant distance learning. As the year went on, there were critics that said that because students weren't in the physical school building, they weren't learning. And they'd lost an entire year of education. And it was going to take a while to get everybody caught up. And I can tell you that it's not just me. There are probably all of us can tell you that we disagree with those people. We disagree with what they said. The teachers and staff here at Sullivan know how hard you worked. We know how hard you were trying. And we know that despite whatever crazy was happening in the world, or in Minnesota, Minneapolis, your neighborhood, or maybe even in your home, that you were giving it your all. You were being a local and global citizen while surviving a pandemic. All of us did that this year. None of us have experienced that before. But there's some other things that you guys learned this year. And I want to tell you that what we witnessed this year using the Sullivan B's, right? So Sullivan B number 1, be responsible. You demonstrated participation and completing assignments, all while doing this through technology. You demonstrated communication skills. You were contacting your teachers, asking questions about assignments and schedules. You were letting people know if you were going to be absent or if you had to leave early from class. And I will tell you that if you can communicate with your teachers and staff, that's going to take you really far. You demonstrated technology skills. Now, we all know that you have way more technology skills than, well, at least for me. You have way more skills than I do. But there was some new ways of learning, right? There was new ways to show what you knew. Sullivan B number 2, be respectful. You demonstrated consideration by muting yourself on your Google Meets. That's really hard to do when you have something you want to say. You demonstrated friendship by checking in with other students, either through Google Meet chats, or some of you were really creative and found other ways that you could connect. You demonstrated patience. You know, you had to sit and wait while people were speaking and taking their turn. You couldn't just blurt out. Or if you did, we'd meet you. Okay. You demonstrated kindness. You were helping your parents and guardians at home with siblings, with household chores, and all that needed to be done due to this new reality that we were all living. Be safe. This one's easy. Be safe. Number 3. You demonstrated caring and concern for yourself and others by wearing masks and keeping social distance. You demonstrated good hygiene by washing your hands and using hand sanitizer. You demonstrated personal sacrifice by staying home when the governor or your teacher or your parents or guardians told you that you needed to be home. You did this for the greater good. You did it to keep yourself safe. You did it to keep everyone else safe. And Sullivan B number 4, be your best. You demonstrated perseverance by working through all the obstacles that the 2021 threw at you and by making the best of a difficult situation. You demonstrated empathy and compassion by caring for those that were struggling, mentally, emotionally, socially, physically, financially. You demonstrated questioning the status quo by watching the city of Minneapolis and Minnesota as a whole grapple with racial disparity, inequity, and injustice within our deeply rooted systems and practices. And by questioning whether the state, city, and even Minneapolis public schools policies and practices support all people, not just white people. You also demonstrated speaking your truth by being brave enough to share your thoughts, ideas, and feelings with each other, with teachers, with parents. So in addition to all of the academic learning you did, you learned a lot of really valuable lessons and demonstrated them to us, things that will carry you through your whole lifetime. We call those life lessons. So please continue to work hard in school, do what is right, help others, be a voice for those that have none. If you make a mistake, learn from it and move on. If you need help, ask for it. Look at all the people in this auditorium right here. We're here for you. And you know, we're not going anywhere. You guys are moving on to high school. We're still here. You know how to find us. If you need us, reach out. We want to see you succeed and be your very best. Love and respect yourself and others, and always be your best. Please repeat after me. I am. Somebody. I can. Persist. I will. Achieve. And we know you will. Congratulations, Sullivan 8th graders. We wish you the best next year and all the years to come. And just know that you are very, very loved. I love you. Welcome to Anaheim.
Hi, I'm Matt Johnson. I'm the 7th and 8th grade science teacher here. And first of all, like Anna and Miss Amy said, this has been a crazy year. And normally at this time of the presentation, I would get up here and we would honor a few students with our Outstanding Student Award. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart, you are the most cohesive, together class I have ever talked to at Sullivan. You care for each other. You treat one another with kindness. You welcome new students into this group that has been together since kindergarten. And it warms my heart, and I'm going to get emotional if I keep saying it. So, we are giving the Outstanding Student Award to the entire class, the entire 2021 class at Sullivan. You guys did it, you guys got it. We are so proud of you.
At this time, we are going to get ready to present the 8th grade certificates to our students. Mr. Vitas has been gracious enough to read the certificates, and students, I'm assuming you know what to do and where you need to go. Your teachers will help you.
Good morning, Sabah Connection, buenos días. We admire how you set high expectations for yourself and commit to your goals. You're also very reflective and joyful. These qualities will take you far in life and keep you grounded in what matters. We feel lucky to have gotten to know you this year and can't wait to see what you do in your future. Misty Akli. Congratulations on a job well done. We have always admired your dedication, drive, intelligence, and calmness. Such awesome qualities for a compassionate leader. You will be great and will accomplish nothing less than great. Rhoda Abdi. Your life and energy, your attitude has evolved into positivity and hope. We're so excited to see what you will do with this amazing growth mindset. Release Abdi. Sunshine, weird, wacky, and fun. You have a strong voice and do what is right for yourself and others. We cannot wait to see what you will be doing in 10 years. Mahat Abdullahi. You are a sense of humor and you really enjoy working working with you. You have the ability to be a strong leader, and you will do wonderful things in this world. Yeah, we will be also honor students who remain in distance learning. We're not able to join us today. We will still be here and we reserve seats for them as well. So thank you for your applause. Muhammad Wadi Adam. You in kindergarten class. You worked so hard, you were so kind to everyone. You will do great things in life. Your luck in high school is continue to be the amazing person you are. Aisha Ahmed. It has been so fun watching you grow up at Sullivan. You're still a sweet, smart, beautiful person you're in the school. You'll have to come back and visit us. We wish you the very best in high school and beyond. We know you'll do great things. Hannah Ahmed. It has been so fun to watch you grow up. You are a rock star. You speak your truth, ask questions fearlessly, bring joy and laughter wherever you go, and school us in geometry even though we're trying to fulfill the teacher role. Keep working hard and you can't see what you for your life. Sonia Ahmed, you are so proud of your accomplishments. You are a role model for your siblings and will be the best in what you set on pursuing. Keep the determination and desire to know more. Can't wait to see the awesome things you achieve. Abu Bakr Ali. Keep up all the hard work. We wish you so much success as you move on to high school. Mumtaz Alil, you are an absolute hero. Always striving to be the best at whatever you're doing. You inspire others and drive change forward. Can't wait to see you achieve all your goals and beyond. Mariah Big Bear. We really enjoy getting to know you. You have a silent strength and an incredible sense of humor. We can't wait to see how you succeed in high school and beyond. Brave and Bombers Lock. It has been so great getting to know you this year and watch you grow and develop. You've been such a great addition to Ann Sullivan. You have a quiet leadership that is admired by your peers. We can't wait to see the places you go. Malaysia Deer. You have so many amazing qualities and so much thought for the world. You're analytical, curious, insightful, creative, and compassionate, among other things. You're a gift to those who know you. So many exciting adventures await you. We can't wait to see what you choose. Sean Denny. You are a great young man with a good head on your shoulders. We know that online learning was not a great educational experience, but we don't want you to give up as you move on to high school. You're kind, you're caring, you're intelligent, and will do well at whatever you set your mind to. Tiny Estes. You have a special fire within. That is a gift. Learn to use it, and there is no stopping you. Anyan Thesha. Since you can be Sullivan, you've been a joy and a bright light. You have brought positivity, curiosity, and kindness to those who get to know you. We appreciate how you always ask questions and advocate for what you need. These qualities will carry you far in life. We can't wait to see what you do in the future. Apollo Hansen. You've been a joy getting to know you. You're an amazing person with a powerful voice who brings so much happiness into the world. You are going to do amazing things. Ramla Hassan. We've always loved your creative thinking, and I cannot count how many times we amaze you with your ideas. This is a skill that you will use to do amazing things in the future. We did want to have fun. It was so wonderful getting to know you the past couple of years. You are so thoughtful and inquisitive. You can't wait to see the great things you do. Keep working hard for the things you want. Set your sights high and keep your mask up. Dugasa Hayato. Wow. So proud of you, Dugasa. You're so tough, hardworking, and have high goals set for yourself. And you make your family very proud. I can't wait to hear the great accomplishments and goals you will achieve. Hamza Hessi. You're kind, intelligent, and I felt super weird. It was an honor teaching you over the years and watching you grow and mature. You know you're a comedian and a jokester, but you're also thoughtful and caring. Our wish is that you'll use all of your superpowers for good and do something amazing for your country. Ophelia Miller. You're kind, thoughtful, and respectful. When you are a new student at Sullivan, you recognize your spunky personality and your positive attitude. You're going to do great things. Just know it. Ansel Muhammad. You work hard and persistent in challenging circumstances this year. Keep with you the lessons of this year, ask for what you need, stay committed and focused on your goals, and have fun along the way. Can't wait to see what you do. Faisal Muhammad. You worked incredibly hard over your time at Sullivan. You persevered, made new friends, and pushed yourself to be the best you. Keep being you and never give up. Sabrina Muhammad. You are such a great person. Your gentle spirit is so warm and wonderful. Best of luck. Hamza Muhammad. Walking growth is strong on down the last 2 years has been amazing. The care you shown for your work this year and your desire to be better is incredible. Keep up the hard work, and you will succeed. Najma Muhammad. You never give up no matter the challenge. You've been such a joy and will do great things. Nasser Muhammad. You are kind, respectful, and hilarious. I am sad that I was not able to see you first this year. You have great personality. You can get along with anyone and everyone. You'll do well with whatever you say. Sada Muhammad. Your sense of humor is incredible and you showed amazing strength during this year. Always showing up to class, always participating and doing your best. You will do incredible things in the future. Sabir Mahmoud. You're such a fiercely intelligent and kind person. You're always pushing yourself to learn and grow. Your future is so bright, there's nothing you can't accomplish. Yasin Mahmoud. We are so proud of all the hard work you put in this year. Your positive attitude, motivation to never give up, and the effort, commitment you put into your education is inspiring. We wish you all the best next year as you move on to high school and know that you continue to try. Marwa Wood. You're an incredible person. You have such powerful and important things to say, and we are glad that you seem willing to express yourself. Your future is so bright, it burns our eyes. You are kind, respectful, and funny. Cannot wait to see what you're doing in the future. You're able to speak your truth and let others hear your voice, which is so important. Keep working hard, show the world who you are. Taniolua Omotoyimbo. It was a blast to meet you in the team play. Can't wait to see the places you go and how much you'll get done with your motivation. Keep focused on what you truly want and continue to work hard to meet your goals. I'll try this one here. Cement oath. May the humor, and just for learning are some of our favorite traits about you. These things you think you got in life, they're all different, all that. Ana Ortega Peralta. You are such a sweet, responsible, and hardworking person. I know you will on to do great things. We consider ourselves lucky to have you as a student for 3 fantastic years. Eres una humana increíble, inteligente, creativa, compasiva. Tienes mucho que aportar al mundo. No puedo esperar que caminos de ir. Mumtaz Sahib, you are a great person. You've been so much fun watching you grow in the last 4 years. You will do amazing things. Adam Saeed, your sense of humor and laughter brighten up the room. You have such a strong voice to advocate for yourself and others. You can't wait to see where it takes you. Keep up the hard work and best of luck. Jeremiah Salazar Farm. It has been such a pleasure getting to work with you these past few years. You are capable of such great things when you put your mind to them. Congratulations, and please keep in touch. Baby Sales. Your sense of humor is the best. It has been a pleasure to watch you learn and grow as a young person you are. Keep doing great things. Noon Santa Maria. You inspire us and all your classmates to be better people. The strength you have shown is incredible, even though it's been an extremely hard year. You will do amazing things with your life. Hashim Sharif. You have loved having you at Sullivan. You have such a spirited drive to succeed, have fun, and make people laugh. Your fun-loving personality and your ability to do good things is such an inspiration. You're an amazing person, and you can't wait to see what you'll do in the future. World State League. You're a strong young woman. Do not give up your power to anyone else. You are the boss of you. You can create the future you want and deserve. Lajimani Thunderay. You're such a creative, warm, and inquisitive person. We've all benefited from your questions and curiosity and know you'll go on to do great things. Sullivan Warrior. You have come so far from the society that you're obsessed with dinosaurs. Your high school adventure will be amazing. Trust yourself and follow your dreams. You'll miss you around here. Tessa Williams. You deal with great here at Sullivan, and you're even in that short time where you have so many amazing qualities. Strength, resilience, loyalty, strong values, compassion, and thoughtfulness. We're excited for you and what your future holds. Sam Zubia Flores. Your quiet confidence has always been an inspiration. You make those around you better. Spring Lake Park is certainly lucky to be getting St. Louis Park, correction. St. Louis Park is certainly lucky to be getting such a great student. Keep in touch. On Fridays, we have taught in the Act. This paper, 8th graders, soon to be high schoolers, is proof that you have been taught in the Act. And we usually close by saying, have a great Sullivan Day. I'd like to say on behalf of all of us, have a great Sullivan future.
right, before we present our 8th graders, I am going to have Mr. B say a few words. I appreciate Mr. Chris and Mr. B so much. They do so much for the school and for our students. But we all have our talents, and Mr. Cruz tends to stay more in the elementary. I get to sit in meetings all day, and Mr. B really is with our middle schoolers. So he wants to say our closing statements and goodbyes and all of that, and then we will present our 8th graders to you.
Thank you everyone for coming, thank you families, and I just really want to thank our teachers as well. They did such a fabulous job this year, but most importantly, 8th graders, I'm so proud of all of you, and I just cannot wait to see where you go, what you become, and just keep working on your goals and don't let anybody tell you you can't. I have had such a wonderful last 2 years getting to know each and every one of you, and I am just so impressed with who you are as people, and who you are as scholars, and who you are as students. And I can't wait to see where you're at in the future. And I just know each one of you is going to be so successful in your own ways, and really putting in hard work to do what you want to do in life. And the world is really lucky. Keep taking all the skills that you've learned and adding to those and being creative problem solvers, and I know that you're going to do great things. So without further ado, you may stand up. Can I present you to the graduating class for Sullivan 8th grade, officially high schoolers.
All right, that was the last time we're going to call you guys 8th graders, so take it in. Families, we have refreshments that are outside so that we can take our masks off and take pictures and all of that. So if we can have our students leave first. And don't forget your certificates, and then families, you can exit as well. Thank you all so much for coming.
Oh,